My 2.5-year-old daughter has surprised me. She's jumped ahead in some skills and is ready to start school already. But I have been spending a lot on her older brother's school. And although I have my eye on a preschool curriculum this year, I just realized I had stuff on hand already, or I could get stuff really cheap that could build out a really hands on, literature based preschool curriculum for her on a budget. Let me show you how I'm doing it. Hi guys, I am Kathleen Lewis. I am a homeschool graduate turned homeschool mom to 2 kids. I have a 5-year-old and a 2.5-year-old. I don't know about you guys, but my kids would be very happy if I read to them for several hours a day. So I'm using not one, but 4 book lists, 3 of which come from actually literature-based curriculums. And I think my daughter will be satisfied from that. The first one I'm pulling from is Sunlight. Sunlight has a whole bunch of great classic books in their fiction and fairy tales. I did grab from Thriftbooks the 2 fairy tale compilations because I couldn't find a good one at my library, so I know my daughter's going to really want to read those and enjoy those. The other book list I'm pulling from is Torchlight, which has a whole bunch more recently published books. And some of the fun ones include books like The Day the Crayons Quit. A third book list seems to have a whole bunch of miscellaneous stuff, and that is the 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten. This is from a early literacy organization, really encouraging you to read aloud a ton to your kids before they ever get into kindergarten and start learning how to read. Now, the last book list is going to be my main book list, and it's going to be the thematic books that we read every week. And that book list is where I pulled this stack from. I went out and I actually had Frog and Toad, but all these other books I pulled from the library utilizing this great book list. So you may be saying, I have never heard of a preschool curriculum that gives you such an amazing frog book list to utilize. Well, you have. Gentle and Classical Nature, the teacher's book, is a free download. And in the teacher's book, there are book lists completely free for your use. So my daughter's not going to use the full program because she's only 2.5, but I will be looking at their book lists in here as a starting point to search my local library. And then this stack grew by just a thematic search at my library as well. I like this method because I have less decision-making fatigue of trying to figure out what is my preschool theme for the week. Also, this program is going to help me with my second skill that I want to develop for my daughter, and that is the outdoor play and exploration. So there are nature walk ideas in here underneath the book list for every unit, and other ways you can explore the topic hands-on. I'll be utilizing those as much as possible so my daughter can explore dragonflies or fish or toads more. And every week we'll be doing some of that outdoor play. So I had to go grab this from my bedroom because I forgot to pull it. On the days that Gentle and Classical's idea for outdoor exploration is not going to work for us for time reasons or weather or whatever, there's this book that you can find at your local library, and that's where I originally stumbled upon it. I Love Dirt is 52 outdoor activities just to help you and your child explore. Things as simple as going outside and digging in the dirt to try to find worms and then looking at worms, and then there's a little information in here guiding you as a parent of things you can talk about with your child about whatever it is you're looking at, clouds or rain or ants or whatever. So it's a really good book. I encourage you to go check it out. The next skill I want to work on with my daughter is early math skills, and I'll be utilizing the Preschool Math at Home by Kate Snow. This is also available at my local library, so go check yours in case you don't have money to buy it. It's great hands-on manipulatives you can use around your house, easy to do play-based activities that go completely at your child's pace. Also, FYI, I did use this for my gifted son and it worked well for him, but we went through it in a couple months. I do have a full review out on it, so go check in the iCards if you're interested in more information about it. The next set of skills I want my daughter to work on are pre-reading skills, which yes, does include learning her ABCs, learning the letter sounds, but also does rhyming, phonetics awareness, and syllable division awareness. And there's one program that expertly pulls all these skills together, and that is All About Reading's pre-reading. This is an excellent hands-on curriculum that teaches through games, through fun activities, that are also artsy crafty. So this is a hand-me-down for us, but there are many ways to make this expensive program cheaper. And I've got a full review out about this program with all those tips. So go check up in the iCards for those tips if you're interested in more information. One of the things I like about this curriculum is the arts and craft page here, where yes, you color, but on the back of the page are craft sheet instructions for ideas on how to go even more three-dimensional with it, with paints and other art supplies. So this will help me out with the fifth skill that I want to work on, and that is fine motor skills. My daughter loves anything art related, so I thought it was time that we start this preschool kindergarten curriculum the way they see it from Artistic Pursuits. It uses preschool art supplies to do an art study and also art projects. I'll be utilizing this curriculum with my kindergarten son and my preschoolers, so they'll be learning it together. Each lesson starts with a grown-up talk, which is directed at you, the parent, telling you what you can expect from art at this age level. And then page 2 is a picture talk, where it's actually a study. You're looking at the picture, asking questions on the younger years age level. So I don't expect my daughter to be able to do this, but she'll just be coming along with my kindergarten son. And then the third part of the lesson is getting your hands on some craft supplies, some art supplies, and actually trying to do a technique. So there's finger paint in here, there's crayons, there's watercolors, all sorts of really fun things that my daughter, who is art obsessed, will enjoy. One thing about this curriculum is it is kind of pricey. I got this actually used off of eBay, so that's my budgeting there. But there is a blog that I'll link to down below that has a great setup of preschool art ideas if you want to do some art like this with your child. So definitely go there and check out that blog if you're wanting to incorporate art into your preschool. Also, pro tip for you guys, this is one area I did not go cheap on with my budget, buying art supplies. I got the name brands for everything because I learned long ago that the cheap stuff can end up making a really big mess or just breaks sooner, and I'll have to go out and buy another set anyways. So save yourself some heartache and headache and just go with the Crayola or Faber-Castell brands. I've got a bonus for you guys here, a whole bunch of other stuff that I already had on hand that I'll be doing with my daughter. So this is a Melissa and Doug box that came with some kind of toy we got from them. I don't remember what it is, but I put a whole bunch of colored quinoa in here so she can do letter tracing that is multi-sensory without having to use a pencil or a pen. I also had the wiki sticks on hand from a Timberdoodle kit, so I'll be pulling that out for my daughter to work on letter formation training and just general fun that again is not requiring her to pick up a pencil or a pen. There's also printables from All About Reading's website that are Play-Doh mats that I'll be utilizing. There's dot marker printables online everywhere for letters that she already is enjoying. I also have these Usborne white cleans. I did say I'm not trying to force her to use a pencil grip or to start working with the pencil, but she already asked my husband to teach her how to hold a pen, and she's already been working with this with a fairly decent pencil grip, and I've been impressed. So she'll be utilizing these on her own time while I'm working with my son in her own way. I'm not expecting her to follow the stuff in here, but it's the Usborne Get Ready for School White Clean Activity Pack, which has 4 books in there, and then this beginning pen control. And I have others that she and my son can utilize as they're interested. More stuff having to do with letters here. I do have the tactile letters. These are sandpaper letters that I got at Lakeshore Learning. You can make your own. There's instructions out there online that you can make your own tactile letters at home, but I'll be utilizing this for her to work with at the same time we use the quinoa sandpaper tray. And actually both of these are a part of the Sunlight Preschool program. Another thing in the Sunlight program, which I actually got in their pre-K kit, are these Montessori tracing templates. I don't know if she's ready for these, but I'll have them out, and if she's interested, she can play with them, but I'm not going to push the issue. Since I have them on the hand and they're as part of the Sunlight Preschool curriculum, I'll give them to her. Games are another thing that I'll be utilizing with my daughter. This one right here especially, Snug as a Bug in a Rug, is her favorite game. It is really cute. It teaches supertizing, it teaches colors, it teaches shapes in a fun way that is a cooperative game that also teaches the social emotional skill of turn taking and working together to achieve a goal. I have a video out about this one, but Smart Games Day and Night is one that I have on hand that I'll be working more intentionally with her. One game she is obsessed with is Alphabet Bingo. She has been playing this for several months and really enjoys it, and it is another way for us to introduce the letters and practice recognizing them in a way that is non-academic. And about a month ago, I pulled out Tiny Polka Dot, which I had on hand. It is rated for ages 3 and up, but there's a supertizing portion in here that she has been doing very well with in the couple times I played with her. So I'm going to start experimenting with more of these games to use along with the preschool math at home because they complement each other very well. The last thing I had on hand that I'm going to use are workbooks. These came from a Timberdoodle kit that I used with my son. The Gawkin workbooks, she loves. She's been doing the 2-year-old ones that I had left over and is obsessed with them. So I decided to pull out the 3-year-old ones. They're a little bit, maybe a month or two beyond her right now until she learns a little bit more of her letters back there and some better fine motor skills, but I think we're very close. So we'll start with the alphabet one and we'll go to the brain boosters. And yeah, she's obsessed with these hands-on crafty activities that are in here. The other workbook left over from Timberdoodle is the mathematical reasoning. I hesitated to pull this out. Personally, I would not expect a child at this young age to do workbooks, which is why most of the stuff back here is literature-based or play-based. But since I had it, and I've already seen she enjoys workbooks, then I will start catering to her enjoyment and see if this is something that works very well for her as a side thing to the preschool math at home. If it doesn't work, it's no big deal. I promised you guys extra tips if you have a gifted preschooler. Honestly, the biggest tip I can give you is to read more books, and I have series that will help you with that. So the Harper Collins Let's Read and Find Out series is very, very good for science and a little bit of socioeconomics in there. It's a teacher favorite, so your library will have them. The other series that is great for either science or history is the Usborne's Beginner series. They have a bunch of great books on ancient history and then a ton on animals and various science topics. The third series is a math series, and this is yet again a teacher favorite. It is MathStart by Stuart Murphy. Go check with your children's librarian. She'll help you find books from all 3 of these series. And finally, especially if you don't have a reader yet, a gifted child who's not a reader themselves, get a whole bunch of audiobooks. Hoopla, Libby are 2 great resources that should be connected to many libraries out there that you can download free audiobooks and do book series like The Boxcar Children or Zoe and Sassafras or Anna Hibiscus. Those 3 are some of my son's favorite book series that we started when he was 3 years old. So there you guys have it, my daughter's preschool, and we will completely go through this at her own pace, adjusting to whatever her needs are.